And the Prophet ﷺ also said that the parable of the heart is like a feather that is blown about by the wind. It turns over this way and that way. Meaning what? You have to have the right wind around your heart. And you have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who controls all hearts, to keep your heart firm upon this path. Now, by the way, subhanAllah, one of the best ways that some of the ulama mentioned to keep your heart firm upon guidance is to be someone who is concerned with the guidance of others. And we find that our Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam was constantly making dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide others. Remember when Tufayl radiallahu ta'ala anhu came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he was frustrated with his people of Daws, and he told the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam to make dua against the people of Daws, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Allahumma hdi Dawsa, O Allah, guide Daws, wa'ti bihim, and bring them to me. Think about when you're making dua for someone that you love, when you're making dua for the guidance of another person, even if you're making dua for your children, or you're making dua for someone from your family, and you have an angel that is appointed that says, Ameen wa laka bimithl. Ameen, and for you as well. It may be that your concern with the guidance of others that is born out of your reverence for guidance itself, and the concern that you have for your heart that allows for your heart to have empathy for others and want them to be spared in the hereafter, is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps your heart firm upon this path. And so just as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can direct our hearts to each other in so many different ways, one of the best ways that we can build that bond with one another is to make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide our hearts collectively so that our hearts are constantly directed towards Him, and in the process, directed towards each other.